and welcome back to my channel for part 2 of this New York apartment tour in Queens, New York. Last week, we started touring Anne's apartment in her entryway, then her bedroom, her bathroom, as well as her art nook. As always, like, subscribe, and share this video. Today, we will continue with the kitchen, the living room, and the dining room.
Alright. We are coming into the main room now, and right behind us is your desk space. So I am definitely one of those, I guess, like freaks who is like, I hate working from home. I really love the separation of home life and office life. Okay. And I had found this desk in DC from this antique dealer called 1831 Vintage. Okay. And it used to be a sewing table, but they put a live edge piece of wood on top with these like nice little like dovetail accents. Yeah. And it just happened to fit perfectly like in this little space. And then I was like, all right, like I wish I could just like put a monitor right on the wall, and lo and behold was able to find a piece of hardware to do it. So it's just really nice. I feel like it's really sleek. I also love of it, the main focus isn't like the workstation, it's like the big abstract piece of art, like a little museum light. I would say this is like kind of like the eating nook. These are a pair of just beautiful leather chairs with a little cocktail table. It was painted with this like really gross bland brown paint. I realized that there was all this beautiful leather. I spent last summer slowly peeling and just revealing this like gorgeous coloration and everything, and did the same for the rest of the seats. Yeah, these chairs are just like the comfiest thing, like nice to like lounge, eat some like brunch, have cocktails, or just like work. Then the rug I got in the neighborhood at a little antique shop. So I found it and was just blown away by just like the beautiful design, the colors. I'm blown away. Like I have the story around the table. Is it something that you do? You find a piece and you're like, okay, it has potential. Do you then like think about, okay, like how can I work with it? You know, maybe paint it. It really started with this table, and this was like a real gamble of like, I really hope something's there, or I just ruined this really big purchase that I got. But this chair actually for my desk, I found on this outside on the side of the road, and my partner and I went down to the garment district in Manhattan and stopped by a leather store, and we reupholstered the chair. So I feel like, yeah, it's always exciting to kind of refinish or repurpose, bring back some life to these different items. Nice! We are in your kitchen, which is again pretty spacious and really well decorated. So maybe let's start with the fridge, which is a piece of art. Yeah. So I always feel like the fridge is always a neglected piece of art for so many folks. I always remember being little and like being really pumped if like a piece of art would be there, or like seeing a nice card or anything. And so I feel like, yeah, this fridge really encapsulates for myself like inspiration or things that matter to me. And it's always also a great conversation starter when someone's waiting in the kitchen. Do you cook? Love cooking. So in addition to the bedroom being like a proper one bedroom, I wanted to ensure that like the appliances of the kitchen were pretty solid. Okay. Like, some decent counter space, and just having room to move around and utilize different things. When you were picking your apartment, was it something that you took into consideration? So my old space in DC, the kitchen was awful. Like there was only one drawer, only 2 burners worked. So it was really nice in this space to see like, okay, wow, a new appliance, this is great. And it's also nice that like, since the store is just so diverse and there's so many amazing food markets and vegetable stands and everything, so you can really just get incredible ingredients from all over the world, and that just really like fuels into making some good recipes. We're now in the living room. It's so beautiful. Where are we right now? Okay, so So this I would say is kind of like the little entryway into the living room. This I think is my biggest like still work in progress.
Okay.
Just because the living room is so long and I'm used to more like square spaces. Similar vibe of just hanging textiles. I love just like the bold like set of colors that it sets. And then just like a fun mishmash of different things. So like this plant I found in my lobby downstairs. Wow. The whole slew of books and everything. This chair, this was just found out on the street. My guitar is here. I play a lot of instruments. Yeah, so I have like a ton more in the closet. And then this like telescope is one of my favorite finds that I got also 1831 vintage in DC. And so the telescope part doesn't work, but just like the hardware and the textures and everything of this piece are just so fun. I really love reading all sorts of different things. So I really love biographies. I think it's always fascinating of getting into the mind of someone. Of course, like interior design books or anything like that. And then enjoying just like music books or anything. This is a pretty small collection because I usually go to the library all the time.
And here we have, I guess, like I was gonna say your collection, but it's not because there are more
in the back over here. Yeah, this is like my pride and joy. I'm really into records and really into hi-fi audio. A lot of the equipment made in like the 1960s and 1970s is just so much better than what was made nowadays. So I wanted to bring it in to kind of make it the central part. And it's so fun to have friends over and just them getting excited of like, yeah, I love that album. Or like, okay, like let's listen to it. This AM FM receiver from Kenwood. So like the record player and this preamp I had got in Vermont.
What would you advise for someone who's thinking of buying a record player?
So I'd say especially for beginners, like Audio-Technica does a lot of great record players, but you can also again look secondhand, and there's always some good record players like from Technics or Kenwood or anything.
We're gorgeous.
Yeah. This was a find right before I left DC to go to New York. Someone had just moved into their space and was like, I don't need this chair. Are you interested in it for like $50? This is like peak texture. Like it's so sturdy, beautiful leather, and just like so versatile with so many different things.
It is. And what about the chair? Is it leather?
It's leather. Oh. If you can believe it, it's from IKEA.
Really?
Yeah. In DC, I was on the pursuit for the perfect chair. You know, you want like a nice, cozy wingback chair that you can just have a cocktail, just like read or like watch a movie or anything in.
I guess this is part 2 of,
the rest of the records.
Exactly.
Recent rearranging of different things. I thought it would be fun to kind of break up the records, not only to have people look in different areas, but it also worked nice of like getting to showcase like my typewriter and like other different pieces. And so yeah, this typewriter I also got at Goodwood. It's just like a beautiful like conversation piece. And this piece of art I found on the side of the road, like outside my neighborhood. So yeah, like then that little lamp also found like at a yard sale. Just love like kind of the Art Deco kind of vibe of it. And then like this little bookshelf is kind of like, I feel like kind of like an altar cutting that a friend had given me. These cups, which are called Kiros, a really popular piece in Peruvian history, a religious cup for different ceremonies. My partner, who is half Peruvian, we got to go together, and it was fun of like getting to find these Kiros and everything.
Yeah, we've been up for a while. Okay, and now we have the rest of the living room, I guess. The couch, the first piece that you picked for the living room?
So I was really excited to have a couch. That couch is from All Modern. They do open box deals, and people will order something and then they'll return it, and then Wayfair or All Modern or whomever will discount it like heavily. So that couch I got for $300 instead of like $1,200.
Yeah. And what about the art behind us?
Just different pieces that I've picked out over time. So like this print that's hidden behind this big plant is from NPR, and then these guys are screen printed up in Vermont. This was like a random Goodwill find that's from West Elm, but like I just love the color contrast. A print from Black Mountain College that was from Boston, and then a Keith Haring exhibit that I saw in Seoul. So yeah, but this wall like always kind of changes. I feel like it's like my mini gallery wall.
And what about the coffee table?
Yeah, coffee table also from 1831 vintage. They really hooked it up.
Yeah, exactly. Go check it out.
Yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, fantastic long piece centered with these great bookends. And then this rug, also from Goodwood, just a beautiful Turkish kiln.
Should we mention the candle?
Oh yes, smells so good.
good.
Yeah. So the candle that's burning is from Bklyn Candle Company,
Okay.
and this one is titled Montana Forest. And all of their candles are just fantastic.
So one last question. What does it mean to feel at home for you?
Oh wow, that's a great question. I think, yeah, immediately a space that feels safe, that you know you can take your coat, your shoes off, and like you don't have to stress on anything, but also feels like, yeah, this is my space, or this is an expression of myself. But yeah, just a space that you feel comfortable with, that has like a little nook or room that you're excited about, and also just, yeah, if someone could walk in and be like, that's your space, I feel like that's like a true marker.
Absolutely.
All right, and this concludes episode 2 of the Apartment Tour series, season 2. Wow, we're already on season 2. I really hope you enjoyed watching this episode. I'd love to know in the comments down below what was your favorite part. Personally, I think it was Anne's record collection because it also inspired me to want to buy a record player and consume music differently. In any case, thank you again for watching. You can watch more episodes of the Apartment Tour series on my channel. There are other apartment tours coming for season 2, another one in New York City, but in Brooklyn, as well as Berlin and Paris again. I wish you all a really, really good day, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye!